After years of military service overseas, he came back to the Philippines on another mission to elevate Pinoy combat sports and transform the lives of underprivileged fighters. Please welcome to the BNC studio the founder of Juego Todo, Mr. Ferdinand Munsayac. Sir Ferdy, good evening. Maraming salamat po sa oras and welcome to BNC.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us here, Sir Anton. It's a pleasure. Of course, the honor is mine. We really need the break to get the word out to the people let them know about Juego Todo. Yes.
Well, we're thankful for the time, sir, and we here at the Scorecard are all for promoting different kinds of sports in the Philippines, and we're thankful to have Juego Todo here tonight. So could you please tell us about the history of Juego Todo? You were telling me that you first conceptualized this back in 2014.
Yes, it was actually founded in 2014, and a friend of mine, an arnisador, he came to me and asked me if I could start promoting arnis as well, because 2013 I was already an MMA promoter, but arnis didn't really appeal to me at that time because they fought on the mat and then they're fully padded and then they use padded sticks. So with all the lightning strikes, you couldn't really see what was going on. So for me, I wasn't interested. But then the light bulb came on. I said, I would do it if I would evolve the art. So basically get them off the mat, put them inside the cage where they can run but they can't hide, and then remove that body armor and then go with the live sticks instead. So that's what we've been doing. And I gathered a group of arnisadors and they became my Grand Council. So it's called the Juego Todo Grand Council. And of course, they're the specialists. So it was a bunch of masters, senior masters, grand masters, those people. So they guided me. Of course, all my crazy ideas, because I'm all about being unique. We at UGB MMA and Juego Todo, we innovate, we don't imitate. So with all the crazy ideas that I wanted to include and make it happen in Juego Todo, they were my counsel, they were my guide. So that's when it started, and since 2014 till today.
Okay. Just looking at these videos, I have so many questions, and I will get to those questions in a bit. But you were telling me also, Sir Ferdy, that the GAB, the Games and Amusement Board, finally approved of this.
Yes.
And from 2014 to 2025, 11 years in the making.
That's correct.
So could you tell me about that long process?
Okay.
And finally, it's here.
The long process, so basically, since it's something new and it's weaponized, so the major concern about the GAB that I've been through, three chairmen already. Chairman Mitra, Chairman Clarin, and then Chairman Rivera. So the major concern was safety, because like MMA alone, it's not weaponized, it's already dangerous, right? I mean, and then here you are, you have to add sticks. And then my version of the pro was live sticks. So yantok siya. Yantok. And then there's no body armor, just like what you see here now. That is basically what I wanted to happen. So it was like a tug of war, back and forth kami ni Gab. They wouldn't really approve it because after they look at, we do a demo for them to come in and witness what we have going on. And then it's still, so as you can see, 11 years. But what happened was I had to add extra 1-inch padding on the 4 flaps of the headgear. And then my live sticks didn't really pass. So the amateur sticks were this big around inside and then bigger padding. So they ended up approving a bigger stick with lesser foam padding. So that became, see this one here is live, right? So it became the approved pro sticks. And to distinguish the amateur and the pro, you'll see the blue and the red for the amateur still. But then if you see them carrying the black, that is the pro already.
So, Sir Ferdy, my question was, when I first saw the initial videos that came out here on the LED, I wanted to ask you what these sticks were made of.
They're made out of rattan.
Rattan?
Yes, or in Tagalog, yantok.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, mas konti na yung padding ngayon sa stick na in-approve ng GAB. Bakit? Why is that? Mas ano ba yun? Is that more safe if mas konti yung padding?
No, kasi when I transitioned it from the amateur, from the grassroots, na this big around lang and then thicker padding, of course, when you take it up to the next level, taking it to the pro level, it has to have, you know, a greater impact because now we're talking combat.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about how it's done in the Arnis tournaments to where it's all about point system. It doesn't have to be a very strong hit, but as long as like you hit the head, you know, you hit certain parts of the body, then it counts as points. So for the professional level, it has to be something that has to be appealing to the audiences. I mean, if you look back in the day of the gladiators, people really loved violence. They love blood. You know, that's what they want to see. They don't want to see, you know, fighters that are fully armored and then you see all the lightning strikes, but then what does that equate to, right? So that's why I remove the body armor. That way after the fight, these guys are like zebras. You see all the stripes here and there. That's proof of the fight. So that's what I call yung tunay na mandirigma.
Okay, man, that's a lot to take in, sir. Before we talk about your upcoming events, and congratulations, by the way, because finally, after 11 years, last August 28, na-approve na ng GAB.
Thank you.
So it's all systems go.
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask about your background, like where did the inspiration start? And you spent years in military service as well.
That's correct. So I did 20 years in the U.S. Navy, and I'm a Persian Gulf War veteran. We didn't really know that we were already there, but you know that's how the mission is. You know, the captain, the commanding officer doesn't really tell you what's going on until you're actually there. So we were there. I saw action in the Gulf War. But then, after doing 20 years of the service, I already knew I was going to come back here and retire here. Why? Because I had a relative that I saw who lived in by the Clark, Pampanga area.
Yes.
A retired Navy chief, and he was living the life. I mean, he was driving a custom Chevy van, driving around, pensionado, didn't really have to do squat, you know. Every first of the month, here's his pension, here's his paycheck, and it comes in US dollars. So I said, I want to be that guy one day. So basically, that's what happened. I mean, it wasn't a walk in the park because when I applied way back then, the bases were still here. So the agreement between the Philippine government and the US government was still there, to where they took in Pinoys to join the Navy. But on my batch, if you come from Subic, you get recruited from Subic. There was 400 of us that day that took the exam. And out of the 400, only 38 made it.
Wow.
That took the test. Then after 6 months, another series of tests, physical, dental, medical, and all of that, only 18 of us made it.
Wow.
So it was really tough. I mean, that's why they call the Subic recruiting station the Class A. It's cream of the crop. I mean, those guys in my batch were doctors, architects, nurses, engineers. For me, I was just school bukol because I didn't really think school was for me.
But congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no joke, yung mga pinagdaanan nyo. And now you get to pursue your passion, which is the first hybrid MMA sport
Correct.
here in the Philippines.
Yep.
So what's next, sir? Kailan ba pwedeng abangan ng mga fans, mga curious fans like myself, ang Juego Todo?
Yeah, I would like to invite everyone on December 12. It's going to happen at Marikina City at the basketball gym. It's newly renovated. It's got AC. It's really nice. So that's where it's going to happen. And we call this, the special part of this event is called Hari ng Latayan. To where the Hari ng Latayan is 10 fighters, and it's basically, it has the last man standing concept. Okay, but unfortunately, we cannot use the live stakes. It's going to be padded. But it's still something worthwhile, you know, watching when you see these guys in action with sticks and knees and kicks and elbows and takedowns and all of that. It's really, really exciting. So that's what we have going on for a year-ender event. And then starting next year, we intend to have monthly events. And we're going to be going all over all the cities and hopefully get to do some provincial tours. Like for February, we have it scheduled to be there at Panagbenga in Baguio City. Yeah.
Sir, going back, when you said 10 people, did you mean 10 people fighting at the same time? Or
No. It's one at a time. Basically, ubusan. So the way it's going to work is I get to draw a name from the hat who the first fighter would be.
Yeah.
And then that first fighter would choose from the rest of the 9 who are there.
And then elimination format until last person standing.
Last man standing.
Wow, that is
and
insane.
then 10,000 pesos ang iuwi that night.
Wow.
And then the belt, Hari ng Latayan.
Wow.
He gets the bragging rights.
Is that the inaugural Hari ng Latayan belt?
Yes, it will be.
It will be.
It will be.
Okay.
Yes, and then we do have 2 pro Juego Todo bouts. So the gab will be there just for the pro side. But for the Hari ng Latayan, it's still amateur, so it's still the skinny sticks, but still the concept of having, ubusan yan eh. 10 guys, last man standing. They go home. The winner goes home with 100,000 cash.
Wow. Well, hopefully we get to cover that event in December, sir.
Yeah.
We'd love to
Please
be there.
Please do. Yeah.
Where can people get more information about Juego Todo in the build-up to your December grand finale?
Okay, everybody could check us out, Juego Todo on Facebook, and also Juego Todo Fighter Management. So if they have any intentions to fight later on, like starting 2026, they could all message us over there. And then our PIO would be the one taking care of the lineup and send it to the matchmaker. And they can hook them up. So we have basically our whole entire calendar of events for 2026.
All right. Well, Mr. Munsayac, thank you so much for introducing to us Juego Todo. And we're looking forward to the build-up and December event as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sir Anton.
Mr. Ferdinand Munsayac,
thank you
here with us here tonight on the Scorecard. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.